Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to check in with you. It's been a bit, almost a week since I hopped on, or maybe even longer since I hopped on to talk to everybody. I have been at a conference, and I was with a group of professionals. Great inspiration. Sometimes we need to step away, and I thought I would talk about excuses today because it would have been really easy for me to make an excuse not to go to the conference this weekend. Lots going on back and forth between Palm Desert and Los Gatos, trying to work on a couple different things at the same time. And then we've got the holidays coming, and I could have just made a whole bunch of excuses. So that was what I thought I would talk about this morning for my theme today. So I hope everybody is doing well as we go into the holiday season. A lot of times it's really, really easy to get caught up in just feeling overwhelmed and just saying, you know what, I'm just going to worry about this in January. And I really, really encourage you on all levels of your life not to stop and not to quit on yourself during this time of year, and to just treat it like any other time of year, any other day, and to just keep moving forward and stay on your path. And that path might be just maintaining, that path may be losing, that path may be something to do with your family, your career, your self-development, whatever that is. Try to use the holidays as a time that is like any other time, and try to take the pressure off of yourself to overdo it and expect more from yourself than at other times of year. So I just thought I would go over a couple of different things that I I like to read about different things. And the funny thing is as I put into the search engine, I think I said making excuses during the holidays, and a million articles came up about all the things you can tell your family so you don't have to spend time with them. And I was like, wow, okay, that's quite telling. So don't make up excuses not to spend time with your family. I know family can be aggravating sometimes, but actually fill yourself up with some family time. And I limit family time because, we do need to have our boundaries, and boundaries are okay, but at least spend a little bit of time with people in your family. Maybe do it on your own terms. But here, I love this line here. Determine a few small ways that you can push the ball down the field a little faster. You may be surprised at what you can accomplish. So a lot of times during the holidays, we get to just before Thanksgiving or even just before Halloween, and we just quit on a lot of different things. And so, push the ball down the field a little faster. You might be surprised at what you can accomplish. So instead of just, having the same thought process that we've had in the past, just go like, this year is going to be different. I'm just going to treat this year like any other year. So think about some things that, what can you accomplish before the holidays that you might be inclined to put off otherwise? So thinking back to the last couple of years, what are some of the things that you have put off during the last couple of years that you wish you would have not put off, or that, it's basically losing 2 months out of the year when you stop right now and don't go any further in any aspect of your life, because you're so focused on where do I have to be? What do I have to do? Am I going to look okay? Are the kids, taken care of? Did I buy everybody presents? Did I? So whatever you're getting ready to do, start now. So if you have it in the back of your mind that, okay, in January, next year in 2020, and this is interesting because I was looking at another group that I belong to, and there was a big, one of those, all the big letters put out there that said, what do you want to accomplish in 2020? And I was like, or do you think you'll get to your goal in 2020? I was like, why not get your goal in 2019? We still have time, folks. Instead of waiting always until it's the next time, next year, next summer, just get going. Just do it back. So what are you getting ready to do? Think about that. Whatever is holding you back, face it now. That's such a good one. So if you have fears, if you're like, thinking I'll be better at that next year, or I'll try to do that next year. I was going to do it this year, but now I'm going to try to do it next year. Whatever's holding you back, face it now, face it today, read a book about it, listen to a podcast about it, watch a YouTube video. There's so much great self-help stuff out there. Don't you think? I'm always listening to stuff. Whatever you've been wasting time on, stop now. I love this one. I caught myself back in May, like just spending way too much time, watching stupid shows and wasting time. I thought that would maybe I was relaxing or, just kind of zoning out by binge watching this, that, or the other, and just realized how much time I wasted during the week watching junk. And so just decided to put that out and get rid of it and focus on some things to help myself. So, reading self-help books, I try to read new books all the time, listening to stuff, doing, instead of sitting watching TV, get some exercise, do some of the things that you say you're going to do that you don't get done. So I love that. Whatever you've been wasting time on, stop it. You'll likely enjoy the holidays even more knowing that you're taking steps to move you forward and make the change you really want. So think about that. I'm going to say that again. You'll likely enjoy the holidays even more knowing that you're taking steps to move you forward. So in other words, you're going to feel better. You're going to feel more confident. Write down 3 things you'd like to accomplish over the next 7 weeks. And check the list off as you're moving forward, and feeling like you accomplish, instead of the holidays stopping right now, feel like you accomplish something during the holidays, because you're going to enjoy the holidays a lot more knowing that you're actually coming to the end of the year with some things accomplished, and sliding into the new year with a sense of accomplishment and momentum. So instead of sliding into the new year, thinking, oh gosh, okay, now I'm going to do my goal. Now I'm going to be ready. Actually go into the new year feeling accomplished, and you've already started the momentum. So instead of waiting until January 2nd, because we know nobody starts on January 1st when they're watching the football games, start now and go right into the new year feeling like you really have some momentum going. So one of the things I thought I would pop up here is just some excuses that we tend to make. I thought I would share some of these with you. Excuse number 1 is the food looks and tastes so good. How can I resist? What will you feel like after you eat all of this stuff? How will, imagine yourself overindulging. What's the taste really gonna feel like? Is it really gonna taste so good in the after moment? Excuse number 2, it's a special occasion. It only comes once a year, but here's the deal. There are parties, there are anniversaries, company functions. There's something every week. So let's just face that. There's a special there's a special occasion constantly. So the holidays is just one of them. Everyone is eating. The hostess is going to be so offended. And you know what? I get this one all the time. Oh, well, I felt really bad. And the hostess made special food for everyone. I felt like I had to eat that. Well, why did you feel like you had to eat that? But really? How about going to the hostess and saying, look, I have a special program that I've really invested a lot of time and energy into. I'm really feeling great, and I hope you don't mind, but I'm not going to be eating dessert tonight, or your special lasagna or what have you. And that's it's really okay to say no. Number 4, I should always have desserts at my house. And this is one thing that I think I got over a long time ago. I don't need to serve dessert at dinner just because I have people over. So, having those things around, there's usually some that's left over. And, then instead of getting rid of it and sending it home with everybody, you feel like, well, there's just a little bit and it tastes so good, and you end up eating it, and then it ends up sabotaging yourself. And number 5, I'll get back to my healthy eating plan tomorrow. So, is that realistic? Why wait until tomorrow? And again, just getting back to what we were talking about kind of at the end here, sliding into the new year with a sense of accomplishment and momentum. So keeping that as your focus this year. So I hope that today was inspiring to you. And please make your comments, share. This is a group for sharing and for being engaged. And what we talked about yesterday, and the little note I put up yesterday is, how can you change one person's life today? And a lot of times we don't really realize what an inspiration we are in just the little things, like sitting down to a holiday luncheon and ordering a healthy salad instead of overindulging. You may inspire someone else at the table to go, well, she's eating salad. I really wanted to eat salad, but I didn't want to be the only one. So you never know. The little things that we do inspire other people. And when we share our stories, it inspires other people. I've weighed 200 pounds 3 times in my life. I have weighed between about 138 and 143 for the last 17 years. And I'm really proud of that. There have been moments when I've struggled through menopause and through thyroid issues and different things, and severe mercury poisoning. There's always going to be something that comes up. We're always going to have stress. We're always going to have a chance to make an excuse every single day. So I encourage you to put on your New Year's resolutions, no more excuses. All right, you guys, have a great day. Looking forward to hearing your comments.